Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are revising Goku Black. We've changed it slightly. Obviously the first build that we put together I still think was very strong. I do think Goku Black is definitely still very viable this set. As a crit leader as well, obviously you do kind of have that. I suppose into Topku really, it does matter, but at the same time it doesn't. You can kind of limit their hand size. Is this Topku? This is Topku. Okay, so we can kind of show you the idea behind the deck here. We're going to have to change this, I think. We do have a Zamasu, but honestly, the rest of this isn't great. So we'll change that for now. That's better. Okay, so we have a Mai, right? That Mai is what is absolutely necessary. I say that. Actually, is it into Topku? They go so aggressive. Do we just let them awaken ourselves? No. I think we have the Sickle. We have a 1-drop. We have Zamasu's. I think we can actually just play this as I would normally play this. So I think we do turn 1 Mai, take 2 life. I don't think I particularly care about the crit this early. Unfortunately, we don't have the good 1-drop, the one that would deal with that straight away. Okay, we're going to charge one of these. Honestly, if we take the 2 life here, it might be worth using the energy marker just to get rid of this. If we draw into the other 1-drop Zamasu. Could be possible, you know. Alright. I think we just pass in. So what's he likely going to play here? Cauliflower? Go for the crit. Or just hit himself. Fair enough. He kills the Mai, we don't care. We really don't care about the Mai. The only downside is we don't have a 4-drop in hand, or even the 3-drop. Which kinda sucks. It's fine, we'll make do. Okay, now we have a 3-drop. Realistically, I think next turn, I maybe just tap 3 and play this. Actually, no, we don't, because we're only going to 2 energy. Okay, we'll see what we end up with in hand here. Got him. It's not awful. I think we just charge this one for now. Yeah, I think we do. I don't particularly care about crits at this stage now, so I am just going to go for the draw. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so we could have done this first to remove that, but honestly, I kind of expect them to keep that because you probably want to keep at least 1 Self-Awakener on the board. Because now, if we force him to use a Self-Awakener, it really leaves himself short on energy. But we don't have an easy way of removing this now. Which is the very annoying part. I could Sickle, but it's not worth it just for that, honestly. We have 11 in hand. Do we just keep the hand for the defense? Don't really want to use the energy marker, honestly. The question is, if we build a couple of Zamasus, I think he can still remove them. That's the problem. Yeah, we don't exactly have the great hand here. We really don't. Okay, let's just do this. So we can lead skill this away and go into this. So I think we just do this again, you know. Yeah, we will. We'll do it again. I think we just pass. He can remove one of them for free off the hit. There's nothing we can do about that. But he now needs to play something else that will also kill the other one. Otherwise we can guarantee go into this turn. Which, I'm not saying I will, but... it just doesn't feel worth it to Sinister just to get rid of this card. Okay, let's see how this plays out. Yep, kind of expected that. So this would be good, depending on what he plays here, but we're going to have to sickle this turn, right? We know that. Yeah, so he's killing this. Kind of expected. Yeah, he's going to swing both of them for 30, so we do kind of have to combo out of this. I think we take this one. Which is fine. Another 4 drops of Masu. We'll just give him that as the combo. Oh, could really do like a Gallic Gun or something about now. Yep. Okay, charging wise... I think we're just charging this. We only have one sickle as well, which is very dangerous. What we could have... oh, never mind. Okay. Surprised we let that die, assuming that sickle was coming next. Okay, so he has 110k in there just now, which is the Rocher. Right. Yeah, I think we just have to pass here. No point using the energy marker, because we need it for 5 energy to get the Zamasu and the Goku Black off in the same turn. We haven't seen any Gallic guns. I would need to double check how many we bottom decked. I know that we bottom decked 1 off the top 5 search. We've seen no supers either. Oi oi oi. I think if we need to combo Zamasu this turn, I think we just comboed this one. This is decent at least for getting rid of this shit when he just puts down these little 1-drops. But we know what he's going to do again. He's just going to use both of these to swing 30 and 30. He's doing it again! The problem with Topku is always its hand size. No matter how much damage you seem to do or how many cards you take out their hand, they're always back to 9 the next turn. The problem is we really don't want to go down to 3. Or sorry, go down to 2. But without super combos we can't easily defend. Which means we might just have to take on the challenge next turn. Which will not bode well for us. I mean, I can defend these, but I just lose, right? Not great. Then we have to take this one. It just really sucks because now he's just going to swing for 20. At this point, he doesn't care. He just doesn't attack. Okay. That just screams what he wants to do then. Just in case he runs the extra card, I don't want to attack first. Yeah, we'll just take that. We'll get the draw. If he defends. Okay, so he defended. Kind of expected that. Sorry, we just had a quick phone call we had to deal with there. Right. If we just swing 25 into 25, the problem with Topku, right, and this is the problem with this whole thing, we're sitting here assuming he's going to go Ribrianne. He doesn't need to. There's no reason to. If these three survive, he has 3 attacks to poke at our leader, and if we take even one of those damage, he just abandons the Ribrianne plan altogether and just swings massively on 1 attack, right? We have nothing to get out of this. We just don't. We're just going to have to swing 25. We'll draw. We get nothing. Yeah. We can't do anything. I can't combo because I need it for the defensive if he decides to Ribrianne. This is the whole problem with Topku for me. There's so many strategies that they can use to just beat you into a submission. We're going to attack. We're going to combo this to go 25, right? We'll just keep our 10Ks. We'll just force another card out of him. So just in hand, right, we have 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, we have 90k total. If he Ribriannes plus Glimpse, it's still not enough. Right, we know this, right off the bat. But if he pushes 1 damage through, then we're probably going to have to take the first one, I think. I don't see any way out of it. I really don't see any way of us not taking damage here. The problem is that I know what's going to happen. This last life, if we take it, will be a Gallic Gun, which would be the perfect defensive card, yet we don't have the energy open anymore. Like, I can feel that happening. It's a toughie. I mean, we just have to, right? If we combo with this, he just swings for 2 more lots of pokes. Of course it's a dead card. Of course it's a dead card. And now, this is the situation where he goes tap 1, we play a Kefla into, let's say, a Gohan, whatever it is, it really doesn't matter at this point. It could be a Cat Pesla for all that matters. But there's another 2 10Ks out of my hand minimum, and then he still has 4 open energy. So he can just Kefla all over again if he wants. Like, the Topku for me is just... I hate playing against it. It's just such an unfun match. Yeah, so he's tapped 4, but he could do that because he's still left himself an energy open. The only problem now is with the tap 4 is that he doesn't have access to Glimpse anymore. But, again, here's another 2 10Ks out my hand. And then he's still got the leader skill to play whatever the hell he wants from hand. I think we have to give the super here, because it's 2 cards from hand either way, so we just give the super on this one. We'll keep that just in case, right? Just in case. I don't see it happening, but just in case. Let me guess, lead skill. Kefla again? Kefla? Show me it. Show me the Kefla. Yeah, of course. Such a bullshit deck, honestly. There it is. Oh, fun games. Fun games. I mean, I'd take the life if I was you. Of course I would. Why wouldn't you take the life? Four in hand, 2 attacks, no energy open. There's absolutely no reason why you don't take the life here. Yeah, there you go. I can tell why he took a second to think about it, because this is a very scary card, right? If you're at 2 life and I'm playing Goku Black, you've got to assume another one's coming the following turn. I want to make him sweat, honestly. What have I got? With 2 cards in hand, bro. What have I got? 2 supers. 2 supers. What do you think? Go on, I want you to panic. I want you to absolutely panic. I tell you what, he has nothing as well. If that was 2 super combos, he had lost. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you're supposed to do against this deck. Like, you can... like, if Kefla's permanent gets changed, so that she's just a permanent 25k, meaning that she's not playable off the leader skill, she is a perfectly balanced card. She's still bullshit, but much more balanced. She would be balanced to the level of the yellow Goku, I would say. The yellow Goku, for 4 energy, you get so much value, and Kefla basically does the same thing. For 1 energy, however, she is utter bullshit. Which is why Topku is going to be a scourge on this format, right? And honestly, I've been feeling it recently with the amount of Topku matches I've been playing. Funnily enough, a lot of them haven't been recorded. But the amount of Topku matches I've been playing recently is actually kind of... I don't know, it's just kind of put me off recording to an extent. I only really want to record... I know that people are going to want to watch matches against Topku, but they're always the games when I'm playing like Gohan or Ginyu or whatever. Like if I'm just messing around and I'm trying to play a deck, you get faced with Topku and it's just a completely unfun match. And by the way, I've played Cell, I've played Androids, I've played Zamasu. Zamasu kind of bodies Topku a little bit, but the amount of matchups I've played into Topku with just random decks that I want to record, but I start recording, I start talking about it, the more it happens, the more just bored and angry I get, and it's just not good content. Like, it's just really not enjoyable for you guys to watch. But we'll go over the Goku Black list anyway, just for anybody who wants to have a look at the new list, right? So this is the list that we're currently running. We did add in a Final Hope bit. Honestly, I'm just going to cut this. I'm going to cut Final Hope for a 4th Sickle. I don't like this card at this format. Yeah, you could probably get away with playing this in Vegeta, but honestly, you just don't need it in blue anymore. Like, the plus 20k is nice, but for me, I don't run it. I think that we defend life so heavily in the earlier turns. I say defend life, sorry. When it comes to Topku, you're just going to essentially sickle, pass, sickle, pass, sickle, pass. Like, that's realistically all your turn's going to be. You might end up leaving an energy open, you know, once you get to 4 energy for Gallic Gun, or if you don't have a Gallic Gun, you tap 1, you peel off, whatever, right? It doesn't matter. But you need to just defend those early turns, and it's once you get to 5 energy, that's when you start to Zamasu into Goku Black 6, and then we start just repeating that every turn, right? This helps none of it. This does not help turn 1 to 5 even a little bit. So this is getting cut for, I'm just going to do it now, it's getting cut for the extra sickle. For sure. It's just terrible. Sickle is far better this meta. Far better. But yeah, so we keep 4 of these. This kind of annoys me, these aren't side by side. So we run 10 Zamasus in total. We run 4 of the 1-drop that removes a 1-drop. It's such a great card. It's a 10k combo. We play the 4 Zamasus that search any Goku Black from the deck. So, you know, we have, 4, 8, 11 targets. Still a good card. we run 4 of the Goku Black, which is on play, look at the top 3, and then play as a Zamasu 1, which is okay to do that. It's not a great effect, right? That's all I'm going to say. The effect isn't particularly great. Sometimes I will play that off of this, and it just kind of sets up our turn just a little bit better for the following turn. Rather than playing the Zamasu, honestly. It's very unlikely that that will ever come up, but it can, right? Honestly, this here is more of it's just a 10k, and it's a searchable 10k, right? That's it. 3 Vegetos, I do want this to be at 4. Honestly, I just don't know what I would cut. I think the secret rares at 2 are needed. I think this Goku at 3 is needed. I think the Zamasus at 4 are needed. I definitely, like, for me, ratio-wise, I can't see what I would change to make this a 4th copy, but it's fine. I think it's fine for now. At worst case scenario, we maybe cut this Goku Black by 1, but that's it. I would rather still have this at 3, because this is still a decent turn 3 play, depending on, again, the board state and how we've sort of laid out our turns, but it's fine for 3 energy to go into this effect. Removes a bottom decks of 2 or less, which is always solid, and we've established a 30k attacker on the board. For me, it's fine. Against Topku, you can't ever do that because your turns are just sickle, 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 pretty much. But yeah, for any other matchup, it's fine. And then 4 Zamasus, 2 secret rares, 4 Goku Blacks, 4 Supreme or Old Kais. You just run whatever super you want. The Old Kais are searchable off of the extra card if you run it. I don't run it, so pick whichever one you want for this build in particular. And then 4 Gallic Gun and 4 Sickle. So I do really enjoy Goku Black in this meta. I just think that with Topku, Vegeta can handle Topku very well because your leader is inherently a 35k, meaning that you can just swing to that uncomfortable spot of 10k above a lot of their attackers. You know, a lot of their battle cards are 25ks. You know, so it means it's more than just a card from hand unless it's a super combo. So, you know, we can put them into a really uncomfortable position. So I do think that Vegeta is still, for me, I need to revise my tier list, actually. I did say I was going to do this at some point, but genuinely I do feel that probably Zamasu is the best blue deck. Vegeta right behind it. It's very close. If it's, I'm telling you, it's kind of like a, it's like a whiskers distance, right? It's one of them is ahead, and I can't tell which one it is. They're very, very close to each other. For me, it's then Goku Black and then Trunks. I know that Trunks is a very heavy control deck, but I'm just not a big fan of returning cards to hand, right? I get that if you remove the card, they have to then re-establish it, but when you're in a red heavy meta where Kefla can do that for 1 energy, like, I'm sorry, I can't get on board with it. I don't think it's going to. If the meta of a tournament is going to be Topku, I would far rather have access to a 25k leader effect or a 35k leader effect. Sorry, 25k base leader or a 35k leader effect where I can control the board through establishing my own stuff. Obviously, using Sickle as well. To me, that's far more important. It's just far more useful than what Trunks gives you. They just establish the board so quickly. At minimum, they're coming at you with 3 attackers every turn, not including a leader. So 4 attackers every turn by the time they hit 4 energy, right? So that's just kind of what you have to deal with. Even at 3 energy, they can do it. You know, they can just tap 2, play a Self-Awakener, swing with the Self-Awakener, swing with the leader, awaken, tap 1 with the last energy they have open. Here comes Kefla, here comes a 3-drop Gohan, boom, another 2 attackers, right? From turn 3 onwards, you're basically dealing with 4 attackers every turn, minimum. And that's 4 fresh attackers, as in new battle cards. So, I honestly don't think Goku Black can keep up in this meta. I don't. I love the deck, it's really enjoyable to play, but I do not think it's good enough to handle, just handle Topku. That's all it is. And again, even with Zamasu, it's an interesting match against Zamasu for this leader. I do think it can handle Zamasu quite well, because you're always swinging for 40s, for 30s, for 30s, for 25s, for 25s. You're very rarely not swinging above their leader anyway. The only problem is the control element. So, like, you know, if you have this on board or this on board, they just bounce it back to hand, and you're like, okay, well, great, we're back to starter again. The only thing they can't bounce realistically is this, depending on, unless they have that 1-drop Mai. But yeah, I think that Goku Black has a really good matchup into the rest of the blue leaders. It's got a great matchup into yellow. It's got a great matchup into green for sure. You're between these just establishing these every turn. We get there a lot quicker than they do as well. So yeah, for me, I think that this has a great match into green. It just sucks into red. So that's the only thing I will say. It just really, really sucks. And in fact, I tell you what, it's not even into red. It could have a good red matchup across Beerus and Starterku. It will not have a good match against U7 or Topku. That's my take on it. But yeah, guys, I've taken enough of your time. Thank you very much for watching. Again, if you haven't already, please like the video, and if you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe. I'm going to try and record as many videos as I can. Unfortunately, I am getting a lot of work done in the house at the minute, so trying to get videos recorded for this weekend is proving to be a bit of an issue. I'm going to try to at least get a video out on Sunday. There just might not be a video on Saturday, okay? But guys, as always, thank you very much, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.